Remember the great Barbenheimer Awards gauntlet of 2024? Maybe? Well, Entertainment Weekly's 2025 Oscar nominations predictions are here and ready to introduce a whole new, slightly less pink, crop of contenders set to duke it out for cinematic supremacy in the awards race ahead. With the festival circuit having birthed strong contenders for Best Picture in Acting, Honora, Emilia Perez, and last year's TIFF award-winning Sing Sing, things already looked bright for the likes of director Sean Baker, actress Mikey Madison, the Perez Ensemble, and Coleman Domingo, hot off his first-ever career Academy Award nod for Rustin. But the end-of-year awards bodies like the Golden Globes, Gotham Awards, and more anointed new contenders in the race, pushing under-the-radar contenders like Fernanda Torres, I'm Still Here, and director Pyle Kapadia, All We Imagine Is Light, to center stage. All eyes are also on Angelina Jolie as she transforms body, soul, and voice to become opera singer Maria Callas in Maria, a title that's, so far, leading the charge in an increasingly crowded Best Actress race that will surely heat up as the race progresses. Until then, CEW's 2025 Oscar nominations predictions for the big six categories below, from Best Picture to all of the major acting brackets, updating throughout the awards season ahead. The 2025 Oscars air Sunday, March 2nd on ABC, beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, with the official red carpet presentation beginning at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time, Conan O'Brien is also set to host the ceremony for the first time in his career. Best Picture. Award-winning festival standouts such as Honora, the Palme d'Or winner, and Edward Berger's Conclave emerged early as the cream of the crop, with The Brutalist hot on their tail. If there was any doubt about the increasing award strength of these worldly cinema summits, let's look back 1 year to Justine Triet's Anatomy of a Fall, which also sustained from Cannes all the way through to the Oscars, and stormed the European Film Awards with major victories there, too. Given the Academy's increasingly international voting base and EFA crossover, it's likely that Emilia Perez is building the most behind-the-scenes support after becoming both an EFA standout and subsequent Golden Globes leader, with 10 overall nominations. Honora, Emilia Perez, Conclave, The Brutalist, The Substance, Wicked, A Real Pain, A Complete Unknown, Nickel Boys, Dune, Part 2. Other contenders, Gladiator 2, Queer, Baby Girl, Juror Number 2, Sing Sing. Best Director. Making a safe bet is always, naturally, a gamble when it comes to predicting the Best Director race. Most voters in this branch stay the course, aligning with the rest of the industry on a handful of filmmakers behind the year's most praised pictures. There are typically 1 or 2 surprises in the category every year, as the branch continues inviting a more global voting base into its ranks. This often results in an international director squeezing past more well-known directors, and outside of the usual suspects behind marquee entries in the race this year, the genre-defying visionary spectacle of Coralie Fargeet's The Substance, a popular title among prestige crowds at Cannes, mind you, could land her a spot in the category this year. Her standing in the race got an even bigger boost when she showed up among the Golden Globes' Best Director lineup, atop The Substance, gaining in other categories like Supporting Actress, Margaret Qualley, and Screenplay, in addition to Demi Moore's leading turn. Other than that, it's wise to predict the men responsible for the, safest bets, including John M. Chu's towering achievement with Wicked, which missed out at the Globes, but might speak to the Directors Guild of America thanks to its endurance throughout the end-of-year frame. Don't count out Golden Globes breakout Pyle Kapadia for All We Imagine Is Light, either, as the film has steadily shown up on multiple international feature rosters, with Kapadia now rising through the crowd on her own, too. Sean Baker, Honora, Edward Berger, Conclave, Brady Corbett, The Brutalist, Jacques Audiard, Emilia Perez, Coralie Fargeet, The Substance. Other contenders, Pyle Kapadia, All We Imagine Is Light, John M. Chu, Wicked, Denis Villeneuve, Dune, Part 2, Pedro Almodovar, The Room Next Door. Best Actor. Actors? Playing real-life historical figures? Or gasp, playing gay? You don't say. While there are a few contenders who fall into this category this year, queer, the work leading men bring to the table is no less exciting. Hot off his nomination for Rustin, Domingo is eyeing up another strong bid for awards attention in Sing Sing, a project that actually debuted on the festival circuit last year, though goodwill for the film and its leading performance has carried it through to this year's competition. Other likely nominees hail from Best Picture contenders: Ralph Fiennes, Adrien Brody, and while Timothée Chalamet's transformation into Bob Dylan for James Mangold's A Complete Unknown feels right up the Academy's alley, its December 25th release date feels too late for the film overall to make much of an impact on the race at large. But it's laying effective groundwork with major nods at the Golden Globes and critics groups outside of Chalamet's performance. Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing; Ralph Fiennes, Conclave; Adrien Brody, The Brutalist; Timothée Chalamet, A Complete Unknown; Daniel Craig, Queer. Other contenders: Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice; Sebastian Stan, A Different Man; Jesse Eisenberg, A Real Pain; Jesse Plemons, Kinds of Kindness. Best Actress: while Pablo Larraín has directed 3 leading stars to Best Actress nominations for playing real-life cultural figures, his last effort, 2021 Spencer, barely crept over the threshold to score Kristen Stewart her first-ever acting nod. Angelina Jolie's turn as ill-fated opera singer Maria Callas in Maria has much larger backing behind it, with Netflix securing distribution rights to the title following its successful bow at the fall festivals. Jolie's superstar status also gives it a large dose of built-in star power, as she has 2 Oscars, one competitive, one honorary, already to her name. Mikey Madison's leading turn in Honora, however, occupies the other side of that coin, as the budding, rising star's central performance would mark her first nod at the top of a promising career. Honoring such ingenue status is an increasingly common thing in this category, which could also mark a historic nod for buzzy Emilia Perez, star Carla Sofia Gaskin, who'd become the first trans woman to appear in this category if she's nominated. Other mainstays in well-received films include Saoirse Ronan in The Outrun, Tilda Swinton in The Room Next Door. Both Antonio Banderas and Penelope Cruz have reaped nods for work in Pedro Almodovar's recent titles, and Baby Girl's Nicole Kidman, who won Best Actress in Venice. But Cynthia Erivo has roared into the conversation for her towering performance as Elphaba in Wicked, with the film's undeniable box office success boosting her into the conversation. I'm Still Here star Fernanda Torres has thrown a wrench into the race, however, showing up at major events like the Golden Globes thanks to an intense behind-the-scenes campaign lifting her into the hunt. Mikey Madison, Honora; Angelina Jolie, Maria; Carla Sofia Gaskin, Emilia Perez; Demi Moore, The Substance; Cynthia Erivo, Wicked.